Good morning, Unstoppable. How are you doing? Hope you are doing great. The weather is very cold here. It's very cold, and I'm so grateful. It's a nice weather. It's a nice weather for us. I know there are people who like hot weather. There are people who like cold weather. Me, I am the person who is warm. I really not. I'm not good in very cold weather, but I love it. I love it so much. So yes, let's have this topic today. We are going to talk about what actually it means to be and that unstoppable woman who put her family first. What does it mean? Does it mean that you forget your dreams? Does it mean you give up yourself and you just go for your family? Or you give up your career, your job, whatever? What actually does it mean for you as an unstoppable woman to put your family first? Let's dive in. Let's dive into this discussion. Please let me know where you're watching from. Please let me know what this topic actually means to you. What does it mean to put your family first? You know, we have fast or fast or fast. There are so many things. Fast, we know, I don't know about you, but to me, the first thing that comes first, the first is God that comes first. And then myself, and then my family. No, now there are also other things that comes after this that becomes our first sometimes when we don't really take a very keen attention, that we take our family from the place of being first among other things to be the last, or to be among somewhere that it doesn't really mean they have to be there. So putting your family first, here is some points that I have really put forward. It doesn't mean that you put off your goals, your dreams, your career, your ambitions, and then you just, you know, dive in or drown in your family, just your family things, because it's a lot in the family. You cannot finish everything in a family. I've been married for about now we are going to 17 years. I think 17, 18. We are starting the 18th year just in 2 months time, and it has been overwhelming. There are so many things, and now, at least here, now that we live here just by ourselves, back in Africa, there are so many people in the family. There's so many things, so many people demanding you here and there, so much. It's a lot much. But in all that, you still have your life, you have your children, and you have your husband, you have those people who are staying in your home. There's so many things. Life abroad here is different. It's a little bit more easier here, I see, but sometimes it's also hard, because if you need help, you are just the one to help yourself. If your children are a little bit older, then they can help you. But being a woman, really, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Sometimes we forget ourselves. Sometimes I forget myself. Even sometimes when I was back in Africa, you see, when uh, there's a lot of people in the house and the food is not enough, you find yourself, you'll be the person who is missing out, because you are the mother, you are the woman in the house. So you make sure that everyone else eats. You are happy when everyone else have enough and you don't have. Now, what if we take it in terms of our career, of our presence in our family? There are so many things that takes us away from our family, like our jobs. It takes us away from our family. Because of that, our bills takes us away from our family, and sometimes it takes us completely all away. We become strangers in our own house. We become strangers. But this unstoppable woman who put her family first, it doesn't mean that she is not going to work. It doesn't mean that she is going to put off her dreams, her ambitions, her goals, because you have your own personal goals for your own self, for your family, for your children. You, as a mother, you have all those. But all that, it doesn't mean that as you put your family first, you forget yourself. We are going to find out how you are going to do it in a very better way. So also, it doesn't mean that uh, no amount of success is worth sacrificing your family, because sometimes we want to achieve, we want to look good, we want to perform in our places of job, we wanted to perform better, and we forget the really task that God has put for us, which is our family. We come from one job to another, and then we realize at a very short time, when the children have grown up, they have missed us. They don't need us at that moment when we want to come and be close with them. We have never built a relationship with them. So this is what this unstoppable woman who put her family first here, she makes sure that her presence is more important than all other success. Yes, you can go for work, but prioritize your family first. Prioritize your family, because there are things that you can catch up with. There are things that you will never catch up with, like time. You can never catch up with time. If a child is growing, there is that moment that you have that mother-child relationship. You can ask questions. You can ask a lot of questions. Building that bonding together. And the moment that you leave that time that you are supposed to have to create that bond with your children, and you left it has passed, this child has already grown so big without you bonding that relationship together. And at a later time, when you realize, oh my God, I missed this out, I need to bond, it may be late. It may be late. So this unstoppable woman find out strategies on how to build that relationship, that bond, that it doesn't lose out the presence that you need to have with your family, with your children. It doesn't lose out, and at the same time, you don't miss out to pay the bills, because that's sometimes you have to be keeping paying the bills, because you'll be on the streets, which is not easy. This is the reality of life. So I get this unstoppable woman. Putting your family first, it means that choosing presence over constant busyness, being busy. Sometimes when we are busy, if we are not really so keen, because I was there, if I'm not keen enough to myself, I will be present, but so busy that I don't even attend to my children. The questions they ask, those questions that feels like, oh, do you really need to know about this? We don't have that time for that. We are so busy until we lose out that connection with our loved ones, with most especially the children. So success without that building that family, because our success, really, if we look at our family, it's supposed to look at how successful we are. It's supposed to portray from our family. What fruits have I been building? What does it mean if I am successful outside and I am a failure from my own family? It's really so bad. You feel that guilt. And I am not saying that because you wanted it or maybe you created it. It's because of the system that is out there. If you don't go and work 2-3 jobs, you cannot pay your bills. You cannot buy food and put on the table for your children. But what if I tell you that there are ways where you can be able to create that bond together at the same time and create wealth? Be able to start up your own business that runs from the comfort of your own home as you take care of your children, building that bond, having that story time, eating together, and at the same time creating wealth. Isn't that amazing? Sorry, I have cough. So this is what busyness can create, because we can be busy, so busy in something that really does not satisfy us. We can be so busy in things that really doesn't give us meaning to our life. Yes, paying the bills, but what is it after you have paid the bills, after 1,000 years, after maybe 50 years? These children does not really remember how you paid the bills. They want to remember how much time connection you have with them, those stories time, those laughters, that touch, that hug. They remember those things, those times that you have, that time when you have dinner together, that time when you have time to just go and swim together, those little wins. Those are the moments that really matters most, rather than the busyness. We could be so busy and miss out very huge thing that sometimes it's very hard to recover. So an online business that I'm really sharing about is to build that bridge, is to bring that bridge together. It doesn't mean that you can't go for your job. You can't go for your job. But what if you also have another stream of income that can be able to reduce, maybe with time, that moment when you're outside looking for the second job, third job, so you can be with your children, with your family, with your loved ones, and at the same time you're building wealth. Isn't that amazing? So this is what this unstoppable woman who is you prioritize. Why you prioritize your family over business, over presence, over being just sacrificing your family for being there to pay the bills. So prioritizing your family also, it means creating life where your loved ones receive the best of you, not the leftover, not when you're already tired, coming from work you're tired. That morning breakfast that you take when you relax in the morning, when you relax and answering questions, maybe sharing that devotion in the morning for those ones who are Christians, live sharing devotions in the morning. That unstoppable woman, create that first time experience for your children. Because sometimes when we are tired, anyone can really relate to this, that when we are tired, we give no much attention to our loved ones because we are tired. The body is tired. You can't do much. So it means that building career, business, a future where supports your family rather than compress your family with it. A business where you support you, works within your environment, works within your schedule, where you be present, a present mom, not a mom moving with guilt. Believe me, everyone that you look successful outside and missing out time with their family, they have that guilt, that unspoken guilt that you just carry within yourself. I wish I have the time with my children. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I did that. So this online business, that opportunity that I'm sharing, is to bring that wish to a reality, that you don't need to wish anymore. You can just build that life that works within your family, a career, a business that gets you within your family, that you create money, income within your family, and you put your family first. Because at the end of the day, money can be replaced, time cannot. You can replace money because in the future you can get it, but you can't replace the time you have missed with your loved ones. You can't bring them back to be younger again so that you can be able to bond again. That you can be able to create that bond. It will be very, very hard. So the moments, memories, relationship we build with our families are the family greatest treasures. Our children will remember them. When we will be too old, we'll remember them. Those are the things that we treasure most, the experience we have together, not the bills we have paid, because all you keep paying bills until you will keep paying bills. There's nowhere you will stay without paying bills. Electricity, whatever, all you, even if you have your own house, there are so many things you'll be paying bills for, fuel, gas, whatever you'll be paying. It will be non-stop. And there's something that is really so precious that it can't be replaced. When you miss it, you live with that guilt, and that is time. That is time with your loved ones. That's the time that you can have with your children, with your loved ones. Could be your aging parents, could be your spouse, could be with yourself, could be with yourself. So that's why I believe true success isn't just measured by the income. It is measured by the freedom that we get to be present to the people that matters most in our life. Maybe it could be our children, could be our spouse, could be our aging parents, could be our sibling, could be anyone that really matters most to us at this moment. So being unstoppable, that unstoppable woman who chooses her family first, it takes this, that you don't take busyness and then sacrifice your family time. You put your family first, look for opportunities that can be able to build that, because yeah, it is very hard, I understand that, but there are possible opportunities out there. And this is one that I'm offering right here. Let me just put the banner up here, where you can be able to start up your own online business that works from the comfort of your own home. You don't need to be in a city. Don't mind me. I did not put makeups. I don't like really putting makeups, and I just love to be myself. I just love to be myself. Just smell myself, and that's it. So to be present for your family and to be yourself, that's really what matters most. So if this really relates to you or maybe resonates with you in one way or the other, message me so I can be able to share with you this amazing life changing opportunity where so many women, busy women, unstoppable women just like you are changing their lives, moving from living with guilt. I have been sharing this story when my daughter Elizabeth asked me, Mom, how much can I pay you so you can stay with me? I had been moving with that guilt for a very long time. And I looked at myself as a failed mother. I looked at myself as a mother who could not provide that emotional time that I needed for my daughter. That really bothered me a lot, and that was why I really ventured into the online space, into finding something that could really be that can give me the time I need for with my daughter, that I can be able to do the things that really matters most to me. So if you are like me and you desire to have more time for your children, and not only time but also having a stream of income that you're building, a stable income stream, multiple income stream, please connect with me and I'll show you how you can get started today. God bless you. Have a beautiful time. For those ones who have been following me on TikTok, I'll be live on TikTok sharing amazing topic. God bless you and see you from the inside.